got the right bitch. No lefty, walking my truth, don't fuck with my step team, crawl for you walk, run it, catch me, got a sharp tongue, spit. Banko Brown. Have y'all heard about the Banko Brown case? Walgreens. Security shot and commit homicide against a black trans man in San Francisco. He was originally arrested, but he was released and has not, the security was released and has not been charged. The DA claims, gotta pull out my notes, honey, because, you know, I get emotional, honey. Based on what we know, the DA claims that the footage shows Banko and his cousin shoplifting. From the Walgreens. There was armed security. The security was armed. Michael Earl Wayne Anthony. Michael Earl Wayne Anthony, baby. That's the name, honey. Allegedly, security footage showed an altercation that involved Banko having a knife. And the DA felt that they would not be able to prove without a reasonable doubt that the security officer was not defending himself. That's ultimately the story. Banko was a community organizer, who had been or frequented the San Francisco Tenderloin area. A trans man who had been homeless since he was about 12 years old. He also, since the age of 12, worked as a community organizer for the Freedom Women's Center in San Fran. Whew. Unfortunately, while I was researching this case, I came across a lot of disappointing things before we even get to the question of whether this was justifiably self-defense. Before we can even get to that question, I just came across so much transphobia, which was annoying. I came across anti-blackness, which was even more annoying.
One thing, we have our base.
While I collect myself, I do, or I did. Ooh, they are really stripping videos off the internet today. I'm gonna have to start saving these videos. Damn. They stripping videos off the internet today. I was gonna let y'all hear another activist speak, but I guess y'all just gonna have to settle for me today. Honey bunches of oats. But I came across anti-blackness like shit like this. Is it just me? Is it just a black folk thing? Are we the only ones that told that you can't bring a knife to a gunfight? For me personally, I feel like even if you do pull a knife out on the motherfucker who got a gun, like you really don't have to shoot me, bruh. Like, Even if worst case scenario, devil's advocate. That's how I feel about it. But I come across bullshit like that. Just wanted to share that with y'all. That came from John Tisball. John Tisball, he says that he is a technology brother at Bank of America in San Fran, California. John Tisball. John Tisball. Just want y'all to see the type of people who say that type of stuff on the internet. I want y'all to just get a good look at them. You know? You know? John. I bet he's just the sweetest guy. But I also came across, this foolishness because, I'm a girl, I like to study. I'm a research scientist for a living, actually in real life, outside of the internet. Um, so I like to study. YouTube is a platform that I study, and more and more the content that I do, that type of content is being pushed into my algorithm. I had to come across this foolishness.
I just want to point out that I have no idea what this person's gender and or sex is, and the reason why is because different varying news articles and different people who claim to know this Banko Brown person identify Banko Brown as either a woman or as either a man.
He has no clue. You know this is a you know where this is about to go.
Have no clue what the sex of the woman or the man is. My guess is, based on the earlier reporting, it seems to skew towards labeling this person a female, and since they died as a result of this and weren't around to express this person's gender identity, that would be my guess on where this is actually at, but I have no clue. So YouTube gods, YouTube overlords, please, for the love of God, do not restrict.
As a content creator, I could tell you that all of that was unnecessary. So I'm just preparing you. Trigger warning. White cisgender male asshole. Stay with me, baby. Stay with me, honey. You know if I ain't gonna do nothing, I'm gonna plead my motherfucking case. Baby. Let's see a little more of what the actual justice has to say. That's actually their name. You'll see. You'll see.
Organizing intern.
Wow, do you guys hear that? Banko Brown worked with this women's freedom organization to deal with women that happen to be dealing with violence, and Banko Brown was a part of this organization since 12 years old. Such a pillar of the community, and I can't believe that this 100% justified shooting actually ended up happening, even though it is 100% on Banko Brown, and the actions taken during the course of this shoplifting turned armed robbery. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm spoiling it a little bit for you. And wow, just such a stunning and brave person.
He did participatory action research, so he collected data.
Woo Chile. Not sure if you caught that. You can rewind. You can rewind if you want to. That was literally a white man who claims to be the actual justice warrior. And I'm assuming that this title, the actual justice warrior, is somehow a play on the hashtag social justice warrior, which is a hashtag that people like me use. Um, but yeah, he's just a random guy. It's so many random guys. with such big voices and platforms. Oh my God, don't you feel so sorry for them? Um, but yes, not long story short, I won't make you have to deal with this asshole for a long time. He goes on to belittle and badger anything that quote unquote social justice warriors like me consider anti black in the media. Take a look at his page and his content for yourself, baby. You welcome, actual justice warrior. You are welcome for the full free promotion.